All right, guys, I'm turning that fence line into this so we can get power. What's up, everybody? A long time coming. If you're new here, we haven't had power at this property in a year. We literally just hit our year mark, but check this out. Heck yeah, we got the power company to come out. We need to clear a lot of land. As you guys could tell, there's more stakes here, and we got more stakes back there, and they go all the way back to the studio. So what we got to do is we got to come in and clear a 20-foot right-of-way between all of this, and then this is the unfortunate part. We already cleared ours all the way down to the end, but now we have to clear the neighbors, and we're talking hundreds of feet. So now we're down here at the end of our property, and it goes over there where the gate is, way down there, and then we don't need to worry about that side just yet, but this is the neighbor's property all the way down that road. And again, we're probably talking 1,000 feet, 1,500 feet, 2,000 feet. I don't even know. I just know it's way down there. As you guys can tell, there's barbed wire all the way down. If you've been around, you know we did this on our property, but there are these old fence posts here with the wire going through, and it's really not that great. So I gotta go through, check all the wire. If we could save it, cool. If not, then we're calling in the big boys. You guys can see they already came and marked the whole fence line. So we gotta do 20 feet from that, so it's to the road and then that way. It's a lot to do. So it's stuff like this that I was gonna try to salvage their fence, but look, there's nothing right here. There's not even any fence. It stops literally right over here on the ground. So again, I was gonna try to salvage it. I think the best thing to do is just start cutting it out. All right, I got my chainsaw, I got some clippers, I got gloves. I don't have ear protection or eye protection, but hey, work at your own risk. If I were you, I'd put it on. So unfortunately, it's gonna take forever, but it's easier to pull out 10, 15, 20 foot rather than pulling it all out at one time. So I'm just gonna work my way down. But again, we're talking hundreds, thousands of feet of this. All right, as you can see, I already started getting a good pile. I probably went down, I don't know, 100, 125 feet, and it's rough. Just pulling the wire out of all the little things. So I think the sun's kind of going down. I'm gonna do some more work somewhere else, but tomorrow I'll come out with the brush hog and I'll try to get a good lane on both sides. That way it's less I have to pull this wire through. This is a lot of work to get electric, but it's worth it. Now I need to get this big tree out of the way, which sucks because it's gonna fall on the road. So as soon as I do, I'll have to cut it up and move it. Whew, as you guys saw, I got that out. I got the 2 trees out of the way. I cleared it up. I just moved it out of the way for now. Over here, I cut some smaller ones that we can use for firewood later. We got limbs. I'm gonna have to get the tractor and move this log out of the way, so if I need to drive in and out right now, we can. But that's a lot of clearing for one little small section. We have to be 20 feet from the stake, and then the back is going to be the guy wire, so you got to have a good radius. So I got to clear a little more back there. But guys, got to do this whole thing in the front, knock this out, and then more trees and stuff over there, and then clearly get back on that front fence line. Holy cow, this is a huge undertaking. But to get power and have it to where Danielle can be more comfortable out here, we'll have power, water, and internet. Freaking amazing. All right guys, next morning, a little chilly, got my jacket on, got the tractor ready with the brush hog. Let's go clear this. I forgot we need to move this tree. We'll do it real quick. Easy enough, all right. Brush hog. Feels really good seeing all this come out. It's a lot less that I have to do on the fence. So I'm gonna keep working that way. It looks like it's gonna be a little easier. All right, I just went all the way to the end of my neighbor's and then all the way to ours. I got a good 20-foot gap. So now I just need to go through and start taking all the trees that I can't get because of the wire. It does look like the fence gets a little better that way, but I still might cut it out. So it's time for the chainsaw again. All right guys, back to the chainsaw. That's where I started. Now I'm just gonna start cutting out all the trees since I can get back here, and then I'll cut out wire as I go until the fence is good enough to keep, if we can keep it. guys, I've been going at it for a minute, and you guys can see I got all that done. And it's going all the way down that little ravine over there, but this is why I mowed the gap first, so I'm not having a bunch of tree limbs you can see down there in the road. So I'm throwing them all in the gap, and then I'll use a tractor and I'll push them all. But it's going, slow going, but holy cow, it'll be done sooner than we know. All right, guys, I'm turning that fence line into this. All right, guys, I feel pretty good about this. Again, I mowed all the way to the very end. I don't have a clue how far that is. Just at first I was thinking hundreds, but it's thousands of feet. It's freaking way down. We're talking acres upon acres. And so that whole section over there, the neighbors, they have like 160 acres. So it's a big old fence line, but I got all that. I got it all pushed off. You guys could tell that I cleared all this fence line pretty dang good. All that for pretty much a day's work. I do, work on this. I'm working on the barn build. I'm working on the fence for the animals. I'm working on a tiny house. Just everything. I mean, everything. We have a deadline we're trying to reach for this power, so that's why I'm doing multiple projects at once. I'm not just out here having fun being ADD doing a million projects. It's just everything needs attention, and I'm by myself out here today, so just doing it all. But I feel pretty dang good about that. It felt good to do some labor, some just manual labor. It's not a whole lot of thinking to it. I don't have to worry about measurements and stuff, so doing something like this I actually enjoy, and I could do all day if I didn't have other stuff to do. But living on a ranch, there's always stuff to do, and you really truly can't focus on one project at a time, or other things will suffer. So all I'm saying is get ready for a bunch of videos coming out of all the projects, because we got a lot going on here. But to finish out this video, I'm gonna clear this strip right here. I'm just gonna go and use the brush hog. It does leave little stubs. I'll deal with that later. Time to clean this up. All right, guys, got this all going. Everyone's always asking, who's the hardest worker around there? Well, that's pretty freaking obvious. The Mahindra. We put this thing to the test. It's a 1640 with a 5-foot box blade, and we are just tearing crap up. More than we should, but that's what you do. You buy stuff, you use it, and if you're not using it to get stuff cleaned up, then why'd you buy it? So I'm gonna keep going, knock this stuff out. Guys, we're that much closer to getting power.